judges. We got to talk about the judges in boxing. And to a degree, I almost don't like talking about it because nothing seems to improve. In Las Vegas, the judges tried to jerk Gervonta Davis. Let the boy Ego explain. So in round two, Gervonta Davis was being ambushed, and it seemed to be effective for the most part in the beginning of the round, where Ryan Garcia, for whatever reason, the first round was more of a filler round. Second round, Ryan Garcia got a bit reckless, but it was creating excitement, the fans, and he was like trying to ambush and bull rush Gervonta Davis, right? All that changed when Gervonta Davis stood his ground and landed a counter left, which sent Ryan Garcia to the canvas, and he was definitely rocked. It was a nice punch. It was an overhand left, if I'm not mistaken. So in boxing rules, that should be a 10-8 round. Case closed. Period. However, I do know the rules of boxing. There are select instances where you could score it if you're a reasonable person, reasonable judge, as a 10-9 round. But to get a 10-9 round, that would signify that Ryan was, basically doing so much that it overshadowed just the knockdown, and it's almost like a bit of a reprieve. Like, hey, even though you got knocked down in this round, I think Ryan Garcia deserves the round, and we'll just give you a point for the knockdown, which is, again, subjective. Now, for me, I'm pretty by the book. Unless you did something miraculously, like you had the person out on their feet, and then
which
they
did
somehow
not
knocked you
happen.
down, and then you survived the round, or something crazy, like some movie Hollywood stuff, then I'm not scoring it a 10-9 round. It's a 10-8 round because you got dropped. Bump all that other stuff you were doing, because if you actually look at the round, and unfortunately with Showtime, when you order the pay-per-view, you can't replay.
So, in a nutshell, shout out to Boxing Ego, the best in the business. In a nutshell, the reason why Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins didn't come to the Ryan Garcia post-fight conference is because they were angry. And they were angry because all they needed for Ryan to do was survive the fight. And he didn't. They had the judges more than likely paid off. That's why they were confident. That's why they were so angry when he lost. Because everyone knows that Ryan can't beat Gervonta Davis in a boxing match. So I believe Oscar had something set up where Ryan was going to steal that fight. The judges were going to give Ryan Garcia that fight. Tank was going to get his first loss Saturday night if Ryan had just stayed on his feet to the end of the fight, which he could not, which caused the anger in Bernard and Oscar, and they just abandoned him and left. That's my theory. Rational Cowboy Fan, Sports Channel.